Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks to Scott Selections here for Wednesday, November 16th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. Really not much to go through. Give it a look at play for tennis taking place in a couple hours. So if you want an extra play in the early morning, check out the video before this one, but nothing to recap because the match hasn't happened yet. So moving on to the Wednesday card, going to go back to the NBA, look at a matchup between the Hornets and the Pacers taking place at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this matchup, we're going to take a player prop in this one. We're going to take LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists at minus 135 on DraftKings. Time recording of 3 a.m. Eastern Time. A couple reasons why I like LaMelo Ball to have a lot of assists in this matchup. First reason, going through the head-to-head, he's been very good at facilitating against Indiana. He has recorded at least 8 assists in each of his last 3 games against the Pacers. Plus, dating back to last season, LaMelo has been very good at getting assists. He has recorded at least 9 assists in 8 of his last 10 games. Now, I said dating back to last year because he has only played in 2 games this season as he was battling an injury to start the year. In those 2 games, he ended up having 6 assists in the first game against Miami. It was a bit of a blowout, and it was his first game, so he only played 28 minutes. Then the second game against Orlando, game was more competitive. They won. He did play 34 minutes, so I do think he should end up playing a decent amount of minutes in this game, and he did record 9 assists. So I do think that he's in a good spot to really exploit one of the worst defenses in the league. And Charlotte has also been very good at sharing the basketball, whether LaMelo has been in or out of the lineup. Charlotte does rank 11th in the league in assists per game. But I alluded to how bad Indiana's defense is to get into the actual stats here. Indiana does rank 27th in defensive rating, and they also rank 3rd in pace. So I do expect a lot of overall possessions in this game, which should result in a lot of assist opportunities for Ball if he ends up playing 34 plus minutes in this game. But Charlotte's team total, because of the fact that Charlotte is favored and Indiana is such a terrible defensive team, Charlotte's team totals around 118, give or take 118 and a half, 117 and a half. We'll see where the line moves in the morning. But the point is, if Charlotte's going to score that many points and score roughly 120, I think LaMelo is going to have his fingerprints all over the basketball. We know that he's the best player. We know that he's the point guard. He has the ball in his possession all the time. And I do think if Charlotte's going to perform well, or at least up to par, based on the team total for this game, then LaMelo should end up with a great chance of even a double-double, which I saw at plus 160. But I do think over 7.5 assists for a guy who's been known to be a very creative passer and a very selfless player when he does see some open teammates, great vision, and I think that should pay dividends in this matchup. So for that reason, I do think you're going to end up seeing LaMelo have a lot of good opportunities to find open shooters, maybe even pick and roll coverages where he could potentially just kick it to the center for an easy layup. But either way, I think this number is too low. I'm going to take the overs. Play that once again here for Wednesday, November 16th is going to be on LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists at minus 135 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.